Welcome. We're here live at Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona, the Arizona Open presenting the LPRT, and we have our LPRT 21 and under final. I'm TJ Bumbaugh, Commissioner of the LPRT, and I'm joined here with Sandy Rios. Oh, I take that back.
Yes.
Head commentator Tim Backhurst is at the helm.
Yes. What letter is it today?
What letter do you want, Sandy?
I don't know. There's so many good ones out there.
W. Wonderful, Sandy Rios.
I wouldn't go there, but
I was distracted.
the-
Hey,
I'm going to leave it.
when
He
a pro
was
player
talking.
comes up and says, let's talk about racquetball, how can I not get distracted?
Well, that's true. I'll give you that one. You are allowed to be distracted once. All right, 21 and under, Ross in the back, and
Osorio.
Osorio in the front. Yeah.
Leonela. She was in Bolivia along with Naomi Ross at the Junior World Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Very good player. First saw her actually in Arizona at our last tournament here in Arizona, and played the juniors. Naomi Ross will be familiar to many.
And a quick timeout by Ross. I think this is a good one. She's not done anything at all early in the match. She needs to get back into this one before it gets totally out of her reach.
Yep, timeout here too. Back in just a minute. And we're back in, everybody. Sandy, 10 a.m. here Mountain Time. A quiet start to this finals day for pros and amateurs. We have a massive volleyball tournament going on this weekend as well, so it's been fun watching a lot of volleyball players just wander in like, what is this sport?
Yes, and we've been doing a lot of talking because there's
A lot of recruiting.
a lot of recruiting, trying very hard to recruit some players. And there, finally, a good shot by Ross.
By the way, not a bad marketing idea. Set up your tournament around an event also being held at the facility at the same time. Create a, come back at such and such a time, and you can try it out.
Exactly.
Unforced error from Ross. That's a big skip.
Yep, and you know that's a shot that we've seen her hit multiple times. Whether it's nerves, there is no excuse. I mean, honestly, that's a shot she should put down.
And part of that may be the scoreline.
Yes.
Look at this, lob serve to start. It's a good one.
Much
Osorio
better.
will start making errors. She's very streaky when she plays. She can be on, then she can go very off. And I also think mentally she can do the same. And there's an ace serve down the right side.
And that should get Ross going. You know, yes, it was a good bounce for her in the back corner, right? But she's going to have to get her serves in, and she's going to have to settle down mentally and get her shots in. And a very effective serve. We saw it yesterday, right?
Yeah, the Z on this court works really well.
Well, in the short Z, right, where it looks like it's almost going down. That wasn't as short as Vargas gets them, granted, but
A serve. Osorio wants a short, but Rhonda Rasic, our official, says no. That's a good serve. 3 serving 5. 3. No, don't ask for that. Don't ask for the court hinder when you're up with the opportunity to win the rally.
yes.
Keep that hand down.
Let the other player who's going to hit it ask for that.
Very nice. So the value of a serve, by the way, notice that Ross got back in this first game with 3 straight ace serves. The value of a good serve.
Yes. Arguably, Tim and I both believe the serve is the most important shot of the game for everyone. So remember, the serve is the only shot in the game where you have all the time in the world to decide exactly what shot you want to
It's
hit.
the only shot you control
Only shot.
completely.
Three serving 6.
In fact, Sandy, if you look, we're about 10 feet high. Look over the balcony, Sandy, down below you. What do you see?
Well, I see a lot of young ladies in what appears to
Volleyball
be
attire.
volleyball shirts intensely watching what's going on this court. And granted, yes, these are the only padded bleacher seats, but they are
No, they're
intense.
watching.
No, that's what I'm saying. They are watching. They're not sitting there talking because it's comfortable. They are watching these girls play. Very nicely done by Ross there.
Flat winner. Three serving 6. 4 serving 6. So think about that. All 4 points. Ace serves.
Ace serves.
And there's the fist pump from Osorio. I told you, emotional player, and she has to find that happy balance between casual, relaxed versus amped up screaming. Somewhere in the middle there is where her happy place is. But she's got to win some points here now. And it's a clean shot from Ross.
And that's what she needs to do. She's going to get those shots. Those are the ones she cannot make an unforced error on.
Another ace. Another ace, Sandy.
You know, and let's just be honest, the serve is the one shot that you can practice for hours by yourself on a court. You don't need anybody else there.
Okay, here's an opportunity. Perhaps the wrong shot selection in that situation.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say either cross court or down the line.
Ross was in the right spot in the middle of the court. Osorio didn't put it away. Side out. or point rather.
Oh, nice recovery for Ross, just getting a racket behind it and just gently guiding it into that front corner.
We're starting to see Osorio's just rhythm start to fall away. Ross took the timeout at 0-5, and look at the difference now.
And
That'll be a side out.
Yep. And there, the mistake from Ross, right? The down the line that hit the side wall, stop the ball, let Osorio get the ball. And there you see Ross putting that hand up too quick. She hit a good shot. She got a return, but by then her hand was up.
Yeah.
And the point's over. And she lost.
Well, no, it's,
Well,
a, replay.
it's a replay. I'm just saying, but she had a shot
She
coming
had the
to
momentum,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
The advantage. That's a clean down the line on the backhand side. Loose serve off the back wall. Plenty of prize money at stake for these two. I'm sure should Ross take it, she'll be giving you a hefty tip for ruining her this weekend.
Nah, I don't think so. I might get a cup of coffee out of that. Maybe.
We're here in Tempe, Arizona. A little warmer today than yesterday. It's been cold here at the Sun Devil Fitness Complex.
And that a very smart shot by Ross, right where the ball had to come between the two of them.
Yeah, and Osorio is just out of sorts now. It's starting to, her level is starting to drop. She's laughing and smiling, but must be concerned. And that was a gift.
And this is the time when Ross needs to put the foot down on the pedal and really make her shots good. Put more pressure on her opponent.
Pinch winner, a point, all square at 7. Sandy, I was watching some film last night in my hotel room because, you know.
Because you're bored.
Yeah, because I can't help it. And I saw a lot of athletic play this weekend, not just in the pros, but also in the amateurs. Fit players, fast, hit the ball hard, hit the ball well. And some of these players were losing. There's an avoidable, I think.
Yep, it should be. Yes, side out. And that's how you ask for the avoidable. You've hit the ball, you're right behind him. You don't hit the player, but you show, I'm right here, the ball is on my racket. I spared the player in front of me.
Nice shot, reverse pinch winner. There's the volume.
Yes.
I like to hear that from Osorio.
Okay, so back to your point.
Yes.
Why did they lose?
Return of serve.
Okay.
For me, the return of serve is something that is not worked on enough. Maybe because you train by yourself and it's very difficult. I had years of that. It was horrible going to a tournament and somebody serving bullets at me or hitting wallpaper lobs that I never get to practice returning. But that was the key, was serves. You know, obviously you have to have a quality serve to create a loose return of serve. But I saw a lot of loose return of serves that created a deficit in the rally. And once that person was in the deficit, it's really hard to get that back.
Right.
So you place yourself in that position of, I'm struggling with my return of serve, Osorio being one of those players, right? Where if her return of serve was better, Naomi Ross wouldn't have hit 5 aces. And again, the return of serve on that was loose, and it becomes another point. All of a sudden, you're several points behind because somebody's just capitalizing on your inability to hit a good pass or a good ceiling to get in this rally. Another case in point. And another point. It needs a timeout, I think, Osorio.
So what would be your solution to how do you train for return of serve?
You have to practice it. You have to find somebody. They don't have to be an open level player to hit. Oh, that's unlucky. Check this awkward bounce.
Oops. Replay is not awake yet this morning.
A B player can hit a good lob serve, right? A B player can hit a good drive serve. Yeah, it might not be 90% of the time, but it's forcing you to at least prepare. And I'll also add, you have to. It's very easy to hit return of serves when there's nothing at stake. So find ways to place yourself in situations where there's pressure. Create pressure in those return of serves and try to mimic what tournament play would be like. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back. It's Timeout Ross. And we're back in, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Sandy Rios. This is the 21 and under final. Don't forget, coming up after this is the championship final, the pro final. Vargas Herrera. That one should be fun. If Vargas plays anything like she played yesterday, she's got a chance.
If Herrera plays like we saw her play earlier this week, it's not going to be easy for Vargas.
No. I think Vargas will be the heavy favorite because she's playing very solid ball. Herrera, this is the first time we've seen her play like this in a long time. The question I have is, can it be sustained to another day?
Yeah,
a lot of time on the court yesterday for Herrera.
Yes, and she will be back on the court after this for doubles.
That's right. Timeout was taken by Ross. Second and final timeout at 9-8. Osorio, I don't think is playing particularly well, but is scrappy, is keeping Ross at bay. That's a good shot, though.
Yes.
Feet set, forehand. I think those two are keys for the young Mexican. Keeps going this way, Sandy. We may be delaying the start of our pro final. It's tight.
I can't think of anything that would probably make both of us happier. There's a couple of tiebreakers today.
How about 3?
That'd be perfect because we have late flights anyway.
Yeah, my flight's not
yours
till
at
11.
Midnight.
So
yeah, so there you go.
I'm good. Beats sitting at an airport. Ross again trying to go for that short Z.
It's an invaluable serve, man. If you can get that in thing, there's no return to it.
Just watch Vargas. Uses it so well. There's the unforced error.
And, you know, kudos to Russ for using this unique side wall, right?
Oh, that's a big
She wants
mistake.
that one. And Osorio serving 8-10.
Some very good ceiling balls. This one's a little loose. Very nice.
Nice wide angle. And that's how you want to hit a wide angle, right?
On the forehand side. On the forehand side. Again, feet set. That's where Osorio is more dangerous. But sticking with this lob.
Well, it uses this glass side wall.
Well, Ross is not attacking it. Not cutting it off short.
Right.
That's the unforced error.
Now that's more, and that was more of an attack shot, right? Instead of going back up to the ceiling and hoping that you get a good one that she can't then attack. And Ross, you know, she needs to get back to where she was with those first five serves.
Aces,
yeah.
Well, both players not playing particularly cleanly this morning.
We've seen spurts where both of them play extremely clean. They were just not being consistent with it. They both need to, I think, settle the nerves down and get back to playing where they have been. Ross in the box, 11 serves, 9. And there we see a lot of just swinging and hitting the ball hard, not good shots.
Until that last shot. And that's the one thing I like about this this Mexican's game is she's able to take pace off. She's not hitting everything as hard as she can all the time. Off speed works. That's a great
There's a
serve.
nice serve.
Went away from the lob. 10 serving 11.
Oh.
Went for it again. Ball scooted off that back wall. Ross did just enough.
Pays for the rim. Use the rim when you have to use it, right? Oh. And that was actually a clever shot. It wasn't a good shot. It was a clever shot. Caught Osorio going the wrong direction.
Tiempo says, Osorio, we're going to take a timeout ourselves. Back in just a moment.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is make about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
12 serving 10. I like the timeout from Osorio. Still in this. Ross with the advantage, however. Seen a lot of different serves from Naomi Ross this morning.
And there's advantages and disadvantages to altering your serve randomly. If you've got one that's working, there's an advantage to sticking with that. Nice.
3-shot rally.
Yep. And a lot of it has to go with the player's personality and the rest of their game.
Play through this?
Yeah.
I think you play through that.
Yeah. Because if she had stayed with it and kept moving her feet, she would have been able to push Osorio.
I don't even think as a ref I would have called it.
Yeah.
Osorio's backhand for me looks a suspect. Push everything to the backhand side if I'm Ross. I've not seen clean hitting. I've seen balls making the front wall, but not that.
Yes, exactly. And that serve was deeper, came off the side wall. She was able to get to it instead of doing an overhead that has not worked for her.
10 serving 13. Players basically hugging each other in the back of the court as they ran into each other. That'll be a replay.
No, I think that's a side out. Oh, yeah.
Really?
It is. Yeah.
That wasn't given yesterday by the same ref. Should we go there?
No, sir.
That's a nice backhand. The one thing I brings up game point, officiating, a lot of it is debatable. 50-50s, especially avoidables or replays. I think the key thing I look for is just call it the same way every time. That's a better backhand.
Much better. Well, but look where she was, too. And I'm going to agree. If I'm a bad ref, I need to be bad for both players. Right?
Oh, my goodness.
And it happens.
It happened to Ross.
Happens.
It happened to Ross earlier. She had a bad bounce against her.
Yeah, and the one thing I can tell everybody is it's going to happen. Deal with it. Don't let it take you out.
And there's first game. Skip from Osorio. She's under pressure now. Ross claiming the first, 15-10. The mission of FSU Coach is to prepare and equip the next generation of coaches and sports professionals with best practices and current research to enable them to pursue excellence. We have 2 academic programs, the online graduate certificate, which is 4 classes, and also a 10-class master's in athletic coaching. Our graduate certificate and master's program can be started at any time, either the summer, fall, or spring. All of our classes have the word coach or coaching in them, and they're taught by coaches for coaches.
The types of classes that we offer focus on the athlete as a whole person. We focus on the theory and practice, the research, the helping skills, even some of the mental performance behind what it goes into being an athlete. I came to FSU Coach because I truly believed in the mission and the purpose of the program.
I think I have my dream job being a head coach at Florida State, but I know there's always more ways that I can help my athletes and better prepare as a coach, so I thought joining this master's program would help me learn different ways to attack my job. If you're interested in going into coaching or joining the FSU Coach program, I would just say don't even think about it and do it.
Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Sandy Rios enjoying this 21 and under finals.
Absolutely. This is the future. These are future pro, main tour girls, right? And this is what they need.
Well, Ross is, I think, dying for a win on tour. Right? She's been close time and time again. And at some point, she's going to get it, and I think the dam's going to break.
Yeah, we actually thought it was this weekend. She had a golden opportunity, but her youth got, inexperience got there. It's mentally, this is a tough thing. We all know it. If you're a tournament player, it doesn't matter what your level.
And I think for me, for Ross, it's mental.
Yes.
Right? She has all the talents. It's mental. It is that playing somebody who is more experienced, can handle the pressure points maybe a little better. And so you have to place yourself in the mental frame of mind that allows you to execute when you need to under pressure.
Right.
And here we see Ross starting to race away with game 2. Why? Won game 1, relaxes a little bit, settles down, executes serves and shots, and all of a sudden she's looking everything like a pro player.
And, this is the difference between an open player and a pro, and it's what goes on between the ears.
And there's that breakdown of the backhand side. Timeout on the court is an early timeout, but not really. It's 6-0, and it's just been all Naomi Ross. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with yearbooks. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here. So enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Well, some sad news. We have an injury forfeit as a result, and Osorio has done something to her leg. I'm not exactly sure what.
No, but we saw her briefly kind of test it,
Yeah.
and didn't say anything because then she walked into the next point like nothing was there. But evidently, she realized that it's not going to work. So
And
unfortunate.
sometimes that's the right decision to make when it's not worth it to put yourself in a position where, well, I'm going to battle this out and maybe come back and win, but maybe put myself out for 6 months because I made whatever injury I had worse.
Right. It's never worth it, folks. Even us amateurs, to seriously cause what could be irreparable damage, especially at this age. Err on the side of caution. I hate to do it. We all hate to do it.
Oh,
but
no,
it
we all
is-
like to battle through and
Right. We're
prove
tough.
something.
We
Yeah.
got it. But this is, sadly, you and I will both agree it's not worth it to cause serious damage when this could be a 2 weeks rest and let it heal.
Yeah. So that's a wrap for the 21 and under. I really hope Osorio recovers quickly. It looks like
it's
I
a
think
quad.
it's a muscle.
It looks like it's
a
somewhere in the
quad
quads.
strain or something
So-
like that. Well, that's a shame. Okay, coming up next is our final. It is going to be Vargas against Herrera, the 2 seed against the 8 seed. It should be a good one. Just checking the time here. Well, we're on time. We were
Yes.
supposed to start 11 Mountain Time. Looks like we'll be able to do that. We'll be back for that match shortly.